Morning, it's Michelle with today's Mindful Moment, and today I have some examples for you guys of how important mind management is in your life. One is going to be a funny example, and the second one is actually around taxes, which y'all might be facing in a couple of weeks. So I'm going to start with telling you this story. My husband and I were in an Uber last week, and so the circumstance is the same. We are both in the same car and we're taking the ride, and I am looking out the window, just thinking about what an amazing day we had, looking at the scenery, having a good time. And all of a sudden I can sense him like grab my leg, and he's like reaching for the holy shit handle, and he's like hands in his head, and he's all like, I'm like, what is going on? We're in the same ride, but he is getting so anxious because the guy is a little bit of a crazy driver. So I'm noticing that we might be going a little fast. My husband says we're going like 90, but I'm not entirely sure. What I do know is that when I look down at the Uber app, we were originally supposed to arrive at 12:15 and we made it there by 11:59. So my thought was, this guy is making up some pretty good time. While on the other hand, in the same car ride, in the same circumstance, my husband is thinking, this guy is Mario Andretti and we're all gonna die. So notice, you guys, because so often we act as if our circumstances, like external forces, are what's controlling us. And that's what causes us the anxiety or the pain or the suffering or whatever it is. And that's not the case. It's always our thinking about it. And even if the guy was a crazy driver, let's face it, if we were gonna die in that car, I'm going to heaven with a lot better thoughts than he is. So I almost went on live to share it with you guys, but I thought one more distraction might just put him over the edge. Now, my second example I want to show you and tell you about is around taxes. So usually we get money back for taxes, and ever since I've dropped it off, I've been so excited to hear from our accountant when I can get it picked up. I've already been over here on Pinterest finding new countertops for the kitchen, and I'm so excited, except he calls up Saturday and I'm ready to like go get our check. And he says, I think there's been a mistake. They didn't take out as much as they did last year, and you guys are going to owe a substantial amount. Now notice, in that moment, my thinking went to crazy thoughts like, oh my God, we're going to go back into debt. How are we going to pay this? He used the word substantial. So of course my brain went to like crazy numbers. And here's the thing. The circumstance was the same 5 minutes ago. When I was all excited and looking forward to getting the call from him, we still owed the money. The difference that changed was just what I thought about it. Now, here's the kicker. At that point, I can choose to go down to crazy land and all of the terrible things that could go wrong and how we're going to have to pay this much. The fact of the matter is, number one, we don't even know for sure. We could hope there's a mistake, but my guess is two, we probably will owe some money. And I still get to choose how I want to think about that. And y'all might be facing this when taxes come back for you. In that moment, you can think about how terrible it is. That would be a thought. You could choose to think, we're going to figure this out. That's a thought. Or you could even choose, dare I say, wow, I was lucky to have made that amount of money last year that I actually owe some. Because not everybody owes, because not everybody made that much maybe. The thing is, you get to choose. It's not, again, the external that is causing you the pain. And you guys, this is so empowering when you recognize it. So I want you to really think about that this week. I'm encouraging you to be mindful of choosing your thoughts on purpose and figuring out what serves you better. Okay, I hope you all have a great week. Thanks for joining, you guys. We'll see you soon. Take care.